Hola, ¿cómo están? What is going on, guys? DarkScheme here. Hope you've all had a good week so far. And today, I'll be talking to you guys a little bit about Halo 5's January update titled Infinity's Armory. Now, this update does come out next week, so there will be a live stream showcasing all the new changes and features starting tomorrow, Friday, at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This will be happening over at Halo's Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Halo. This update does include 2 new maps and 53 new rec items, and those rec items are including the Halo 2 battle rifle, 15 weapon skins, 2 carbine variants, 2 stances, 2 assassinations, armor sets, 12 emblems, and 1 visor color. Also, before these items were revealed, there was also a sneak peek at some concept art for a game type being worked on. And as you can see here, this shows an assault style bomb, which can mean that assault is in the works and possibly Griffball as well. It's unclear if that will be happening this month or next month, but I don't want to get too much into it, as the point of this video is to overview the update and what comes with it, not speculation. So let's stick with the facts. And a quick overview of this update. It seems to be a little bit more of a fun update rather than a serious one that adds new features and new game types, so take that as you will. The first map is Riptide, which seems to be a remix version of Fathom. And I have to be honest here, seeing another remixed version of a map is kind of disappointing. Either way, we'll have to wait and see how the map plays with different game types on it to really give it a good review. The second map is titled Urban, a Warzone assault map. Again, not really a new map, just a reworked version of Battle of Noctis to make it playable on Warzone Assault. And honestly, I thought these updates would add new Warzone maps and also include the Warzone Assault version of it, but this update says otherwise. That being said, even though I kind of want, more new maps, if I had to settle, I would rather stick to having 1 arena map and 1 Warzone map in each update. So moving on to some rec items, the Halo 2 battle rifle. This is something that I've personally wanted since Halo 4, a classic battle rifle skin that makes the gun look completely like its older version, but they seem to have added it as a loadout version, which means it'll be used in Warzone through rec items. But it was also stated that this item can be used in Forge, so it is a Forge item. So it's great to see that they are adding these new items into Forge to be forgeable in whichever way you want. Getting into the weapon skins, there are a ton here. Like I said, seems like the weapon skin artists are having fun making these, as you can see from the Last Slice and Lord of the Fries skin. It's great to see all these skins, and overall I'm really excited for these. So there are 2 new carbine variants, which are interesting to say the least. One of them is pretty much a souped up version of the carbine, a full auto feature with extended mags that is nothing to mess around with. And the second carbine variant is reminiscent to the needle rifle from Halo Reach, with the ability of shooting needles, I guess would be the best way to put it, and having the ability to super combine on people with the carbine. It's going to be a ton of fun to use in Warzone, and I can't wait to actually check that out and see how well it does. Moving on, 2 stances, 1 showing off the Halo 2 battle rifle. Again here, I wish that there was a way to show off your Spartan stance a little bit more in game, as stances are, I feel like, in a position in which you can't really show them off as much, only to yourself really. But let's move on to assassinations. First one is Wind Up. Shows a nice little neck break. And the second one is Stop Stabbing Yourself. Has a nice exchange animation between both Spartans, so a good addition as far as assassinations. Definitely going to be using the Stop Stabbing Yourself one for sure. And moving on to the armor sets, the 2 that I'll talk about are the Mark V Alpha armor set and the Akali set. The Mark V one, first off, it seems a little weird, but maybe it's because they were going for an exact armor from Halo CE being featured in Halo 5. So either way, it looks a little funny, but maybe they could have worked on the helmet a little bit more, you know, given it a little bit of a better look. And moving on to the Akali set, this one is the set that I am excited for. The only way of getting this armor is to be in a Spartan company and reach level 3 in all kill commendations to get the armor, and reach level 5 in all kill commendations to get the helmet. So if you guys are currently not in a Spartan company, you will want to join a Spartan company as soon as possible to start grinding out all those kill commendations. And the commendations are only for your Spartan company. Your Spartan company has a different set of commendations as opposed to yourself's to a solo player's commendations. So you will want to look into that and see what you need to level all those commendations up and get that armor set. I think this is the first armor set that you have to really challenge yourself and push for. And it's great to see that 343 is making players complete challenges for armors. Although this one is going to be a grind because these commendations, I should say, are a little bit of a grind. They're going to be tough to really get. But as long as you're in an active Spartan company, you should be able to get that armor in no time. Emblems. Some old making a return to Halo and some new like the chamomile one. Funny way to include the teabag without really showing what they actually mean by the teabag, but that one's, like I said, fun. The visor. My only critique here is I can't really give it a critique as it's really hard to tell how it looks. One complaint I have is that you can never really see the visor color properly in a rec card like that. And overall, for this update, that is pretty much it. If I had to give a few final points, the maps are not what I expect them to be in each update so far, as far as if I'm talking about all the updates entirely. I understand 1 month is not a lot of time to work on a completely new map, but I believe that they were working on new maps since before or right after the game launched. I am probably wrong there. If I had to sacrifice some weapon skins, some assassination animations, and other rec items for completely new maps and game modes, I would. But maybe that's already happening for next month. Who knows? Only time will tell. That's just a little bit of speculation there from my side. And it seems like 343 does want to be more active with players using their Spartan companies. So Spartan companies, since they have launched, really haven't had much going for them. So pushing players into Spartan companies needs to have a little bit more feature in game. So with all that said and done, what do you guys think about this update, Infinity's Armory update? Personally, for me, it's nice to have a fun update like this, but Halo 5 does suffer from having a few features missing from it, specifically game types. So overall, fun. But at the same time, I feel like they need to work on some more game modes a little bit more and add that. And hopefully we'll see that in next month's update. And with that, as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.